Welcome to another NASCAR talk. I'm Nino, the greatest, the undisputed, the champ. You already know I'm back in the building. It's been a couple of weeks, y'all. My bad. I haven't been able to give y'all some NASCAR talk because I've been away. I was at Daytona like a weekend of last, not this past weekend, the weekend before. Like I was at there, bro, amazing time. And before we talk about Darlington, I have to give a shout out to the boys, Jake and Will and Walker. Y'all cool, bro. Y'all already know, bro. That shit was fun at the Lady in Black. Darlington, like first time ever, didn't disappoint. I'll tell you this, I will be back next year for the Southern 500 again. And I'll be back at Daytona as well. It's my second year at Daytona, but you already know. And I'm gonna give you guys a little bit about maybe the tours that I'm thinking about doing, but I'll be for another time. But let's get to it. We got the NASCAR playoffs. Some of the drivers in here are very surprising because if I would have told you in week one, if they would have talked about in week one that they're gonna make the playoffs, we probably think this is craziness, bro. Like the amount of people that actually make the playoffs this year, like would have never thought they would make the playoffs. But hey, here we are, man. First was first the most not the most obviously the obvious drivers in the playoffs. Obviously, we're gonna start from the number one seed because obviously it's the obvious of drivers that will make the playoffs. We're gonna go with Kyle Larson. Kyle, obviously is a heavy favorite to win the Cup Series. He was the heavy favorite to be to the Final Four for sure. I'm not saying that because he is my favorite driver, but on paper, this man's the best driver in the whole out of the 16 drivers. That's why he is number one seed. Number two seed, we got Christopher Bell, another favorite. A lot of people don't even have him in the Final Four, which is ridiculous because he made it to the Final Four in the next gen era, back to back here, because it'd be a third time charm. And I don't see if definitely if it's not Larson, it could be Christopher Bell. Another driver, the third seed, the regular season champ, Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, man, this is the best year I've ever seen from Tyler Reddick. Like literally like a milestone step up. Like, yeah, the wins don't really show it. Yeah, he has two wins, but bro's always in contention for fighting for top five, getting those stage points, always being there at the right time. Never really like, but in the back. He's mostly, like I said, top five, top 10. Like he literally went through a streak that his worst finish was at sixth place. So Tyler Reddick will be another driver I would think will be in the championship four. That is the third driver that I think. I have two predictions on that. Three drivers already locked in on both sides. I changed it up on the other one. I will get to that part after I finish going by each of the seating. So yeah, we had the first and two literally tables that have in the final four is three of them already locked in, which is Larson, Bell, and Reddick, obviously. So yeah, we're going to the fourth seed, William Byron. William Byron, I don't know, man. It's like he started well. He was doing all the right things in the beginning. Yeah, he was Nicky wins. He wasn't really leading laps throughout the whole season. He did what he had to do to win because obviously in the win to get in. But honestly, bro, after his last win at Coda, was it Coda? It has to be. Yeah, I think it was Coda. He hasn't really done anything, in my opinion. It's just like he's been like a decline. We'll see how it goes in the playoffs, but he really didn't have a great summer either. It's like again, the summer's always bad for him for some reason. But hopefully he can get, hopefully he gets there. I can see him make a round of eight, but again, we will see. The fifth seed, Ryan Blaney, the defending champ. Ryan Blaney, actually, if it's not the bad luck, bro, he'll probably have a little more win or two because Ryan Blaney has speed. Even though we showed in the beginning that Ford did not have any speed, Ryan Blaney was carrying Ford, in my opinion. Literally, like top 10 every single week. The only Ford driver was Ryan Blaney to begin the season. Majority of the season, I would say. Beginning of the first half of the season, I would say, of the regular season. Sixth seed, Denny Hamlin. Now, Denny Hamlin will be on the top. I think Denny Hamlin would have been in the third or fourth if it wasn't for the penalties that he had a couple of weeks ago. Basically, it took him they took 10 playoff points away from him. So it wasn't his fault. Something happened with the TRD, with their engine or whatever. But Denny Hamlin is the sixth seed. And this is where it gets very, very interesting because the reason why I'm saying that because usually we'll have drivers like at least the top 7 or 8. It'll be like, a lot of points, it's a lot of stage points. But no, we have in seventh, the seventh seed is Chase Elliott only has one win. Other than that one win, I haven't seen him really do much. I haven't really seen him nick anything or nick a top 10 or try to sneak in a top 10. I mean, the beginning of the year, he had like he started off good. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like what after that win, it's just that's all he relied on. That one win that he's been having. It's not like he's been, convincingly wise. He's been good. I don't think he hasn't been that good. That's just my opinion. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from that, but the comments are there for the hate. The same thing going to the next driver, Brad. Brad hasn't really done much either. Brad got that one win that just he broke a streak. It is the year of the streak breaking, basically. Brad hasn't really done much either. And the eight seed, the nine seed, my bad. The nine seed is Joey Logano. Hasn't really done anything either, bro. You got that one win in Nashville after that 1,000 restarts. Literally, it's a whole bunch of restarts. We spent an hour and a half on restarts at Nashville. Like literally 2 laps. Like all we had to do was just finish 2 laps. I say you would have to check that engine. You have to check the fuel tank of that car because there's no way in hell this man really made it throughout that whole entire restarts. But that's another time. And 10th, his teammate, Austin Cindric, another driver that literally has been nicked a win again, taking a win from Ryan Blaney because Ryan Blaney ran out of gas. If again, he would have not even been in the playoffs if it wasn't for the same because he hasn't done anything to do anything to get in there. He hasn't done nothing. Number the 11th, Daniel Suarez. Like he was gonna start off good because he got that win in the second season, but hasn't really done much either. It's just like like some of these drivers that actually have a win this year hasn't really done anything. I get it. Like some of the people aren't even happy with this, aren't even happy with the win you get in. But this is the game. This is the game that we're playing right now. Like literally, to get in to get in. The play points don't really matter anymore unless you don't have a win. But hey, that's the game. That's the game. Like as much as everybody don't like it, like I actually like it because of the fact that it gives you the driver that's below, like very below the cut line. I mean, to an extent, it shouldn't be in anybody at this rate that races full time. I think it should be in the top 30 like they had it before, but that's another talk. Oh, the 12th seed, Alex Bowman hasn't done anything either. Hasn't really done much other than that one win that he had in Chicago. Again, that win wasn't even a grateful win. Bro played strategy to win that race. And if it was a few more laps to go, I think that we would have been caught because he was driving on wet tires, like everybody else driving on slick tires. The 13th seed, man, this is the craziest part where because if we're talking about wins, this is the seeds. Chase Briscoe, man, he had bad luck all season long too. He had really really bad luck. Like, I get it. People are gonna say, "Oh, but what about the other guys?" But Briscoe knew that team was gonna shut down at the end of the season. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like some things happened that could have happened his way. Like he could have been, again, win to get in. But that bro did what bro won the way he won, bro. Bro was waiting at the right moment to strike at Darlington, and man, that was a great win, bro. Walk off win, bro. Poor Kyle Busch, man. Poor Kyle Busch. That's all I gotta say, bro. Poor Kyle Busch. I saw it back to back weeks in person. This man was so close, but no cigar. The next person I'm gonna talk about the same thing. Harrison Burton really hasn't done much all season long. Hasn't done anything. He's actually was last in points coming into Daytona. Bro got that win. He earned it, bro. Earned it. He earned that win. Again, like Daytona's that one race that you like anybody who has an engine, anybody who has four wheels, an engine that's working fine, has a chance to win that race. That's why they have Daytona usually as the regular season finale because you never know who's gonna win this race. Again, I'm happy we have it like that. I like I said, it gives anybody a chance. I mean, Harrison Burton. I mean, he just had bad luck. He went to Cup prematurely. Me personally, I think he saved his career with that win, bringing in the Wood Brothers 100th win. I think he saved that career. I think he saved his career, in my opinion. He might be in Xfinity next year. He might not be in Cup for sure. You never know. There's still some seats open. 15 seed, bro. This guy has done everything he could. I mean, he just has another win. Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon actually has been very good, very improving sophomore season, very improving, but he hasn't had a win yet. Maybe in the playoffs he'll pick it up. I'm glad he made the playoffs, bro, because bro can drive, and he had proved me wrong. I at first I was not happy. I didn't like Ty Gibbs in the beginning because I always felt like, yo, he took Kyle Busch's ride at the, obviously Grandpa's boy, but it is at the end of the day, bro. He kind of like won me over. All that stuff that he had in Xfinity, he left that behind. And then the last one, the last, not expected to be here because, bro, he had 104 points going into Richmond a couple of weeks ago. And how he blew it, it's just, I don't know how he blew the 100 points. I mean, I know how he did it, but it's like, it's crazy, like the fact that he blew 104 points going into Richmond 4 weeks ago. Going into Richmond, bro, literally, bro, blew 104 points to the good. I know why he blew it. It's just, again, DNFing, not finishing on the lead lap, not fighting for a win. Just what can go wrong will go wrong for Martin Truex Jr. this season, which is his retirement season. It's sad he's gonna suck, but see what he can make in the playoffs. I mean, I don't think he's gonna make anything in the playoffs, but again, it's just like it sucks, it is what it is, but maybe barely made it on points. And I feel for some of the drivers below the cut line. For an example, Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher was consistent all season long, hasn't really been fighting for a win. That's another thing too. Win to get in. You have to win to get in. I think what happened at Darlington got away from him. What happened against Kyle Larson at the end of the race in Kansas got away from him. And it's just some of those things that he could have had a win, but he didn't, and he didn't do anything to try to win after that. Same thing with Bubba. Bubba, like, yes, I defend him so much. Yes, he's hard on himself. I get it. The fans are they're not helping either. They're really not they're not helping at all. But he needs to embrace that. He needs to start, sort of like getting like stop, finding it back. Like as far as like how I say this, like being hard on yourself because you're giving more reasons to people to be going down on you. Like I was just, you gotta fix that has to be fixed in the off season. But before all that, he was doing well, like 10 or 9 races before we got here. But unfortunately, he doesn't have the win. And these drivers got the win. Again, it's the win you get in. I'm going to preach about this so many times throughout this whole segment I've really been preaching about. Because we're at that stage, basically, that you have to win to get in. Like 14 different winners, 15 because whatever have an Austin Dillon, but you know what I mean. 15 different winners this season. Like that's insane. It's just good for the sport, actually. Believe it or not, I'm glad we have the win you get in. It's gonna make the smaller teams have a fighting chance to actually win a race. That's how I see it as. Yes, it's being at the right place at the right time. Yes, the super speedway. Yes, I'm gonna get all that. But again, it gives them a fighting chance to get into the playoffs. Obviously now Harrison Byrne getting into the playoffs, the Wood brothers are gonna get an incentive out of that. So Josh Berry is gonna fill in that shoes next year. I mean, I think he's gonna make it better, regardless, because they can only get better. It's like the last place the last couple of years now. Like it sucks, but it is what it is. Same thing with Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric hasn't really done anything in the 3 seasons he's been here. What, 2 wins because he got nicked in a win on Ryan Blaney's expense? That's how I see it as 2. But yeah, before I get into I have another thing that came out today. I'm not sure if it's true, but before I get in, I'm gonna get you my first 4 eliminations. How I'm gonna do it every single next round. I'm gonna give you guys the next 4. I'm not gonna do it every single time. We're gonna start doing this every single week. Analysis about the race and what happened, etc., etc. But this is my first 4 out, and everybody's gonna be like, "What? Like what? Like what? Like." First things first, I have I have Austin Cindric eliminated. Like that's my first elimination right off the bat. I have, believe it or not, I have Joey Logano too, because Joey Logano hasn't done anything either, unless he wins a race in one of these rounds. But I don't see Joey Logano doing anything, to be honest with you. This is my next victim. I have Daniel Suarez eliminated. The same thing. Like, he has to probably win a race to get into the next round. Again, that's how I see it. And the fourth one is going to struggle. Is literally going to is gonna be crazy for this pick. Actually, I have Alex Bowman eliminated. I don't see it. I don't see Alex Bowman doing anything. Yes. So basically, what I'm trying to tell y'all is I have Harrison Burton into the round of 12. Bro is still fighting for his life as much as yeah, he finished 21st last week, so I guess it's a good improvement, but it is the playoffs after all. You're starting the season over again. And the way the points are, it's literally close. So he's basically starting the season over again. I guess you could say that. Yeah, like over again. So Harrison Burton might actually sneak into the round of 12. Chase Briscoe's going to make it to the round of 12. That again, Cinderella story with Harrison Burton fighting for his career. Stuart Haas to be one of the greatest going out as possible out of the company. Chase Briscoe going to make it to the round of 12. The same thing with Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs is gonna be fine. Martin Truex Jr., believe it or not, he's gonna be safe this round too. He is very, very good at Watkins Glen. I probably have him penciled to try to win that race. If he can be fine in Atlanta, if he doesn't have any issues in Bristol, he's going to be to the next round too. Let's make this retirement make a little bit of a run. Not a deep run, but a little bit of a run. But yes, I have Alex Bowman out. I have Daniel Suarez out. I have Joey Logano out. And I have Austin Cindric out. I know nobody's giving a fair chance to Harrison Burton. Same thing with Briscoe. But next round, they're going to the next round. They will be there at the next round. No offense for the four drivers. It's just they haven't really done anything. Like, it's just like, again, same thing with the other drivers. I get it. Like, I mean, Briscoe has been up there, like, the top 20 majority of the season. But same thing with Harrison Burton hasn't really done anything because he's been, like, last in points. But again, the playoffs is going to be a different type of breed, bro, especially Atlanta. Atlanta is going to be one of the races that anybody can win that race because it's technically a super speedway, a mini super speedway, if you want to call it like that. But yes. So this is my predictions for at least for the fourth, my the first four out, I would say. And before we actually go, I do have something to say. Well, I do have something to say, but before I gotta give you guys a preview. I'm actually gonna give you the preview of the Xfinity Series 2. Um, when is Sheldon Creed gonna win a race? Like I'm trying to I'm just trying to question that. Like when is he gonna win a race, man? Because this is getting too much, bro. Like either you have it or you don't have it, but it's like bro does not have it in him to win a race. Like I'm looking at the entries now that that usually would surprise us, but we are going to have this weekend. Taylor Gray is going to be in. Corey Haim's going to be in this weekend as well, because I don't think none of the Cup regulars are going to be going now because they're in their playoffs, so they don't have to be worrying about driving double duty. So that's going to be your entry list. That's not notable ones, I would say, on that we usually don't race on the Xfinity side full time. And Cup, SVG is going to get the knob too in the 16 again because he is going to Cup next season. He is going to Cup to drive the 88. Again, I haven't been able to drop you guys this bomb like of the stuff that's been going on because I want to give you guys my opinion on this. Like, I'm very happy for SVG. Iconic 88, man. That's gonna be big shoes to fill, juniors. But Junior was actually happy about it, and bro, Trackhouse is just doing things differently, bro. They got three numbers from legendary numbers. Number one, Chip Ganassi, bro. Literally, that was Chip Ganassi's number for the entire existence in NASCAR for Chip Ganassi Racing. Number 99, Carl Edwards' iconic number. Like that's like I'm like, damn, bro. Like, what more can you ask? And now the Dale Jr.'s number, the 88, man. Like, Trackhouse gonna be better next year, bro. And then like the schedule for next year, actually, the schedule is really, 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 really good. Like, I'm happy about the schedule. I'm gonna see if I can go. I'm gonna go actually. I'm gonna go have one more race to go this season, which is Homestead. But I'm gonna go to more races next season, like for sure. Like, it's guaranteed. Like, I'm gonna go to next. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys some media. Next season's gonna be better for Nino Talk, for Nino Sports Network. We're gonna get improved eventually. We're gonna work on this. But before I get you guys go, I have a little rumor that's going around about Alec Twelman. Apparently, Alec Twelman apparently is in jeopardy to lose his seat, although he claims that he's not losing his seat. Otherwise, I think he is, because you don't drop that bomb out of nowhere. Like, you don't drop that bomb. So now, as far as his replacements, I don't know. I mean, I want to see Rowdy Bush go back to Hendrick one more time, but that's just me. That's just me thinking outside the box. But yep, that's all I got for you guys. I will talk to you guys about Atlanta this weekend. I'm Kev, Nino. You already know. I'm out. Peace.